today. Welcome. For those of you tuning in, we're gonna walk through some of the stuff that we're talking about. By the way, Gooser is here. Say hello, Goose. Goose, what you see? What you see, Bubby? What you see? Oh, you say hello. Oh, he's a cutie. I gotta be careful, by the way, because I am. Those of you who follow Steven Crowder, I am currently wearing the infamous banned from YouTube t-shirt, so I'm going to try very hard to not show any of the text down below. But anyways, it's week 2 of the 10 pages challenge. What's your updates? How you guys doing on it? So we've been doing this for 2 weeks and 1 day since I issued the challenge originally. And it doesn't matter when you start. Remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is improvement. The goal is not that you're going to be the biggest reader that you know. The goal is that you read more in this 1 year than you read last year. Okay? Whew, that hurts. Oh, heck. I just got attacked. No. Get back. You don't need that. Get back. Wow. That did not feel good. It still does not feel good. Ouch. Anyways, we're going to be pulling some stuff out of my feet in just a minute. But hey, hello, friend. Welcome. All right, so let's talk through 10 pages update. What you reading? How many days did you read? What's something interesting you learned? 1, 2, 3. Very simple. What you reading? How many days did you read? And what did you learn or find interesting? If it's like a fiction book, like what's been interesting about it? So for me, I'm still reading Dennis Prager's Rational Bible. I'm trying to get through the whole thing, and I read that for 4 days, and then we went down to Savannah for a baby shower. And while I was down there, I didn't have the book with me. I missed 1 day, and then I read an old pastoral ministry book from college. And so I read 5 days, which is, I know it's griping at me right now, but I read for 5 days and I got a good bit done. I mean, like, I really enjoyed it. It was good reading. And the pastoral ministry book, I need to read more often because it really was very helpful. Come on, Goose. All right. Sorry, it's a little fuzzy out. All right, come on, this way. Good boy, Goose. All right, so interesting thing that I learned while reading. I am irritated. As much as I love reading, things about Judaism, because like that's one of my favorite free time things to study, even though they share the same history as us Christians, the beliefs are very, very different now. And so it's very interesting to me to almost got my video removed right there. It's very interesting to me how different and in what ways. Come here, Goose. Come on. Yeah, now you can. Hang on. Now you can go run. Go, Goose, go. Go, buddy, go. Go, buddy, go. Go. There we go. Silly boy. But it's interesting to me all the different ways that Judaism is different from Christianity. And one of the big things that I've noticed is if Judaism has a passage in the Torah that supports a Christian perspective rather than a traditional Jewish perspective, they will reinterpret that word, even if it's a very common word. So I noticed this in Genesis chapter 15. I'll go ahead and pull it up here for you, and I'll let you guys see it yourselves. So it's Genesis chapter 15, a very common passage to use to show salvation in the Old Testament being by faith. So here we are, we're in Genesis chapter 15. Oh, it's backwards for y'all. Hang on a second. There we go. That's better. All right, and so Genesis chapter 15, looking down here, verse 5, then he brought him, meaning God brought Abraham, outside and said, look toward the heaven and count the stars, if you are able to number them. And he said to him, so shall your descendants be. And he believed the Lord, and he accounted it to him for righteousness. Now, here's the interesting thing. Dennis Prager, when he, I don't have it with me, sadly, but when he did his his translation of this passage, because the whole thing is his own Hebrew to English translation. He translated this, he believed the Lord, and the Lord counted it towards his merit, something like that, which was very interesting for me because and I'll try to see if I can put this in the description. The traditional Judaistic belief is that salvation is basically by works. And that's why he put it as counted it towards his merit, because it doesn't grant him salvation, but instead it counts towards his merit. It tips the scales more towards the righteous angle, which means closer to the salvation side. It's very interesting to watch it happen. It's not the only time that he's done it either. He's done it multiple times. And what I really need to do is I really need to go through, and I've noticed this in the JPS as well, which the JPS should be here, but I think it's upstairs. The JPS does it as well, where they purposely will mistranslate a word so that it doesn't say something that supports Christianity. I find that very interesting and kind of frustrating. But at the same time, I am learning quite a bit. And I also learned this week some of the reasonings as to why religious Judaism is so pro death penalty. And a lot of it has to do with what's found in Genesis. And especially if you look in chapter 4 of Genesis. Oh, I just got a post from something that I'm not a part of. Oh, well. What was I saying? It's just very interesting to me that a lot of what Judaism believes is either like going too far with a particular passage or reinterpreting the passage if it means something that they don't want it to mean. And I know that's probably like a hypersimplification, and there are going to be instances where that's wrong, but it's interesting to me in that one case that I know that passage, and I can read Hebrew well enough to know that it doesn't translate. He counted it towards his merit. That's a dumb, like, obviously I'm translating this to give a theological position. Anyways, that's all the reading I've got for right now, though. So let me know what your update is. Remember, 3 things, okay? Tell me what you're reading. Tell me how many days you did your reading, and tell me something interesting or something that you learned. That's it for now. Peace out. Bye.